And it is, of course, homecoming weekend. You guys are in town. This is an amazing experience. But you also have the unique distinction of having launched something that is making an impact on the nation and the world, and that's the Joy Broadcast Network. And I think that this is an important time to maybe share with people what that is and how it came to be.
Yeah, go ahead, Shawn. You take it. You take it away.
Thanks, Kenny, for this opportunity. One of the things that I was able to see in viewing online content, Christian content, the different Christian networks that were on satellite and even radio, and I noticed an absence of content for individuals or for a group of people who have the last day message and look like you and me. And I believe we play a unique position in this last day in events to talk about what's happening today, the oppression of people, and how we as oppressed people can tie this to the Revelation message and get people ready for these last times. And that network that we have launched is called the Joy Broadcasting Network, with that Adventist prophetic message, but also I would call it maybe an urban culture audience with it, people who are familiar with the culture of Oakwood University and Black Adventism in general, and can see and hear and relate to the things that we speak, preach, and teach about on a daily basis.
Dan, you, of course, have some interest in the technology space, have had some experience in that space, lots of exposure and lots of interest. And I asked you once before, how do you come to the point where, a couple of guys are going through life, you, of course, working through your process and Shawn working through his as an attorney, and you one day sit down and you say, hey, we want to go ahead and start this opportunity to launch a broadcasting network. Tell us how that comes to be.
Wow. I think it started with a passion with my background, doing a lot of broadcasting, a lot of radio, television, even movies. I said, there's a need out there for our message, our viewership, and it's not out there, that people can find a safe space to go to and hear their voices and tell their story. So I would say the Holy Spirit impressed upon me to start this as well. Then come find out, Shawn was thinking the same thing. And it's like, well, we were separated from birth. And I was like, dude, we need to do this. It's like God has given us the gifts, the ability, the connectivity with people to get it out there. And we just decided to come together and launch this initiative where everyone can watch, be a part. All they have to do is just download. Everybody has a phone, so they can download it, watch the variety of programming that we have. We have programming, we have faith-based movies and films. We also have a children's channel. We have a music and concert channel, health and wellness and fitness channel, as well as we just launched a Latino channel. God blessed us, and we want to be a blessing to others, and it's just been phenomenal.
This is a comprehensive kind of one-stop shop experience that people can come to, that families can come to, that they don't have to be worried about the content that's on these particular things, as they might have, you don't have a channel blocker because of the content that might be on that particular channel.
You're aging yourself, Kenny.
Well, whatever the word might be, right? But the opportunity that you can literally engage children, older people, families, and have time together in order to really address quality of life issues around faith.
Absolutely.
For sure. I mean, we've seen everything move to streaming. Disney went to streaming. Netflix kind of started it, right? Everybody's going to streaming. And so with this platform, it provides opportunities for the Joy Broadcasting Network to be there as well. You can find us on Roku. You can find us on Apple. You can find us on Fire TV. The saying is there's an app for that, and there's an app as well. Joy Broadcasting Network. You can take it with you wherever you go.
Yeah. I think that is an amazing thing. Let's make sure people know where to find it again, so that there are people listening right now who are excited about your excitement, and they may want to get plugged in.
No problem. So if you're using your TV, your Roku app, or your Amazon app, or your Apple app, you're going to go to the search bar, the search area, and you're going to search for Joy Broadcasting Network. That's Joy Broadcasting Network, and you're going to be able to download the channel on your TV. If you've got your phone, if you've got an Apple or even an Android, again, you're going to go to the marketplace or the Apple store, and again, you're going to search for Joy Broadcasting Network. You're just going to search for it. God says, if you look for me, you will find me.
Right? Yeah.
And also, you can also find it online at jbntv.net.
jbntv.net. Yep.
Yeah. And you named a lot of different access points. Fire Stick people out there listening, and they're wondering, how come they didn't say Fire Stick?
I'm sorry. I left out the Fire Stick people. I left out the Google Android people. But, we have sheep from other folds as well that they can come on in. We like to say that as advantage, don't we?
And also we have a booth. So if you're here, get in your car, come on by. I think we're in tent 2 or tent 1.
Yep.
And you just look for Joy Broadcasting.
We got merch. Don't we have merch?
We have merch. There's also another show that Kenny, you've been on.
I was going to bring it up. I was waiting for my moment. I think this is the moment. Yeah, you know what? During the pandemic, there were a number of things that I call the upside of the pandemic.
Yes.
Opportunities that people could perhaps direct some of the negative energy that was inherent to the pandemic towards things that people would be like, that wasn't so bad after all, in terms of what happened as a consequence. And so churches are closed, people aren't able to gather, and people are told to, lock down in place. And so how do people come together and gather? We know we got to come together. We know that it is still important for us to study God's word, et cetera, et cetera.
Exactly.
And out of the blue, one day I started hearing about this thing called the Squad. And I'm like, well, that's a cool name, first of all, but let me check this thing out. And I just started checking out, and guys, I've been hooked ever since. Tell me about the birth of the Squad and what it represents to you all and what you've done in terms of ministry.
Smitty, this is you. You got to tell them about the birth of this one.
Well,
this was pregnant within you.
Oh.
Yes. I said there has to be a way that people can kind of catch the vibe that they get after church, and they go to a potluck and they start talking about all these hot topics and in the Bible. And I said, we need to bring that experience online so people can see it and share. So, we came together. I said, we're going to do Sabbath School a different way. We're going to present it a different way. We're going to keep it current, but we're going to make it relevant to what's happening today. So I have to say Ivan Austin, he came up with the name because we were already called the Quad Squad because we always did a lot of programming together. So I was like, we need to do this. And so I said, we put it together. I ran this by Pierre Louise.
Pierre Francois.
Pierre Francois. So before he was a Sabbath School director of Southeastern Conference, but now he is the secretary of Southeastern Conference. He said, ooh, I love it. I'm going to produce it. So the conference produced it first, and then after that, we just went on our own, and now we're just out there. Everybody's, they caught the vibe. So it's a God thing.
And it's every Saturday morning. It's 8 o'clock my time, so I got to make sure I'm up by 8 o'clock.
Well,
I'm there.
But that caught us off guard this weekend. We're going to be honest, because typically we're 9 o'clock Eastern. And so Dan and I it's like, we have to be, we got to do this thing 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. We're here in Huntsville. So we listen, we applaud everybody on the Central Time Zone and the Pacific Time Zone who get up earlier than we do on the Eastern Time Zone to watch this, because that's a sacrifice.
Yeah. It is. And we have a lot of viewers from California, from the Pacific Coast.
And internationally too.
Yes.
So some people are into the next day.
Yes. Yep. A lot of people from England, France, Bulgaria, Africa, all over. We've had people even from Pakistan giving testimony. So it's a worldwide thing. It's thousands of viewers, and we just only say that's only by the grace of God. It's not us. It's God.
But I think the important thing about the study that we get into every morning, it delves around our Sabbath school lesson. And oftentimes his criticism about the Sabbath school lesson isn't relevant to me. And so we are specifically intentional in taking the Bible text, the Bible verses, the content from the week's study and seeing how is this relevant to what's going on today? How is it relevant to what's happening in the political realm? How is it relevant to even what's happening in the pop culture realm? How is it relevant to my personal life? And so when we talk about these texts, when we study these words, we've got individuals coming from different standpoints talking about why it's important and why it's relevant to our everyday lives. And what we're able to see is how when individuals come on, the Spirit is working and moving through them. The Spirit is giving them insight and indication. And I am edified by what I hear. That's why we're not just the quad squad anymore, not just 4 people, but the squad and friends. So whoever comes on is able to edify us with what God has put into their hearts on a weekly basis. And that's what's a blessing.
That's right. And there's a diversity of voices, which I think is so important and so valuable in this process, and an opportunity for so many different people to invest in this particular space. And so people who are looking for this amazing experience on a Saturday morning, and of course it's archived, so people can go back and check it out later, but where can they find this information, this content?
You can find it on the Squad and Friends YouTube. Just look it up, or you can find it on, we're streaming also through patmoschapel.org, and you can find it on Joy Broadcasting Network, Facebook, YouTube, and wherever you find your streaming, you'll find. Just put in Squad and Friends, the Squad and Friends, and you'll be able to tap in and share it.
So there's two Facebook outlets, Patmos Chapel and Squad and Friends. Again, there's also 2 YouTube outlets, Squad and Friends, and also Patmos Chapel, and of course, Joy Broadcasting Network.
Oh, absolutely. Got to give it up for Joy Broadcasting Network because they're making it happen, and we're excited about that. Shawn Smith, Dan Smith, thank you.
Sir.
It's good to see these guys in person because, I mean, we're always online. I'm there every Saturday morning that I can be. Even if I'm traveling, I'm like in the car, with the video off, I think, and just listening to what's going on because you guys really keep an amazing experience. We see Ivan Cornbread also out there too.
You know, it's hard for him not to say nothing, but he is the originator extraordinaire of the Squad and Friends. He's over here. He's looking for royalties. That's what he's looking. He's got his hand out. Where's my check?
He's one. I see his brain moving right there.
Yeah, his brain is moving.
The problem he's having is I'm his lawyer, so.
So there are some boundaries here for sure. Guys, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate y'all.
Oh, wow.
No
We
problem,
love it.
man.
Thanks, Ken.
We
and we love it when you're on,
we
too.
We love you, Ken.
We love it all the time. When Kenny comes on, it's just a whole experience.
Well, I always look forward to supporting you because it's a fantastic ministry. Thank you for inviting me to be a part of that family.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. What a great way to start the broadcast this afternoon.